Hey, thanks for stopping by Casks-n-Que, where whiskey and barbecue meet. I'm your host, Justin Lloyd. I have with me my good friend, Henry Turner.
Hello.
This is the third installment of our Weller lineup, and this one is CYPB. What does that mean?
Oh my goodness, unicorn alert. Unicorn, everybody go crazy. I'm just playing. It stands for Craft Your Perfect Bourbon, and we'll kind of collaborate on the history of this thing. But when this started out, and I don't know exactly which year, but Buffalo Trace reached out to a bunch of consumers and asked them a lot of different stats, proof, flavor profiles, aging, where the barrel should come from, to end up introducing this particular brand. And this is what they landed on. And I would say, I'm not for sure which one. I guess it's a little bit easier to find than William LaRue Weller, but it's definitely probably the hardest of the base Weller lineup to run down, locate, and everything else.
So 95 proof on this one. Mm-hmm. Age statement, there's no official age statement, but it's somewhere around the 6 year to 7 year range is what we've read. So.
And I've never been able to buy one of these, or I've seen them for sale in stores and wasn't going to pay the price, but this one was actually a birthday present to me. So
that's awesome.
Once again, the community can be very nice to you if you try to give back to the community as well.
That's right. Well, let's get into it. Let's take a look at the whiskey in the glass.
Yeah, just kind of looking at it here, it almost has a light little tangerine or orange to it. You know, just kind of looking through the glass, it is a little bit younger than that 12 we just had, so it has some effect to it, and it's got some nice legs on it, pretty viscous.
Yep. It's definitely darker. I can smell it from here, so let's nose it, taste it, and talk about it.
And one thing we were both talking about,
oh my God,
off camera, is this. We were holding it in here, and this is a flavor monster. This thing has got a nose on it, and you can smell it well before you can get it up to your face.
Brother, I've only had this one time before. Like I told you off camera about 3 years ago with my dad and some of my buddies. We cooked some ribs one day. My buddy Eric and Steven, and I don't know, it was a good day. And
go ahead.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, kind of an emotional deal. My dad passed away about 8 weeks ago, and this bottle kind of reminds me of him. So,
hey, rest in peace to your dad. I wouldn't be in whiskey if it wasn't for my dad.
Yeah, same thing here.
He left me a bottle. It turned out to be a really, really expensive, hard to find bottle that we just shared around with everybody at parties. And come to find out, if I'd have known what its value was, it's worth like almost $4,000. To this day,
you didn't even know at first.
No, it just sat on the end of my serve, and I remember passing around and giving everybody shots of it. It was actually the thing that everybody's going crazy over now, the very, very old Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
It was the original of that from 2000.
Oh, so you...
yeah, just think about that. But yeah, so I'm going to say this right now. It's like, I'm talking about, I get like, this is like a can, not even candy, it's almost like a shortbread of some sort, or a coffee cake. There it is.
Yes, coffee cake spice.
Yes.
Buttery coffee cake.
Yes.
Spice. Oh God, just melted butter comes to mind.
This is the coffee cake from Starbucks. I'm gonna get one of those when I leave. That's exactly what this is. This is Starbucks
hard
coffee
to argue.
Cake.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. It's dessert all the way, man. This is fantastic. I mean, my God, the nose on this thing.
Hint of that 8-year-old hypothetical oak on there. I must say, it's been a while since I had this, but man, this is just a flavor monster on the nose.
Like in my mind, when you talk about like high-end bourbons, luxurious bourbon, that's what this smells like. I don't know what that is, but that's what this is.
Yeah. All right, let's drink.
That is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I've given a 10 on... Yeah, I have. I think I've given a 10 before. I'm jumping the gun here, but... foreshadowing. So, man, it's like graham cracker and that spice cake and the honey.
First thing I'm going to say is complex.
Yeah, it's like...
It's very complex on the palate.
Yeah.
So, I was going to say the first thing that hits you is like candy, confectionery, sweet, wheat, right?
First thing I thought was candy.
Yeah, just super, super sweet up front, even for its low proof, what did it say, 95 proof, right? Yeah. So really, really just punches you in the mouth with that first flavor that comes across.
That is a bomb.
And you're talking about the second thing that comes through is that nice cake taste to it, about the mid palate, and then at the very end, you just have all that flavor of the oak and everything come through on the finish. This is just a fantastic.
Man,
pour.
if you fell in love with the bourbon, this is a good one to fall in love with. Of course, I don't know, it's expensive.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that. I got to go back for another taste. This is just so damn good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to smack, but
yeah, front part of the palate's candy, second part of the palate's all oak, nice spice, a little bit of that shortbread or coffee cake, and the finish is just a nice little bit of spice and kick on there.
man, there's something I can't pinpoint, and it's like on the tip of my tongue. I mean, you've nailed a lot of it. It's Werther's, those hard candy.
Yeah, that's.
I get some Werther original, like that richness. That's what it is. That's what it is to me, the candy part. Yeah. But with the spice, and there's a little, I mean, the spice isn't like, it doesn't like sting your tongue. It's not like peppery, but think, like we said, spice cake kind of deal.
Oh, that's good.
Jeez Louise, man.
Okay, that delivers up to the expectation.
Yeah. Golly.
Sorry, we're not helping.
Yeah,
I
know.
To find this thing. I was lucky enough to get one of these gifted to me, but it delivers.
Yeah. Well, we do give ratings based on availability, taste, and value.
All right, so availability on this one's going to be like a 0. If you can say that. Yeah. You're only going to get this in a lottery or an allocation release. You're not going to find these on the shelf, period. And then if you do find it on the shelf, you're not going to pay the price for it. I've seen these roughly come down a little bit, around $400 on secondary, but in their height, it was $600 to $700. Yeah. You know, taste what's in the glass. You know,
do something.
9.5. Yeah. Not the greatest thing that I've ever had in the world, but
not
it's
the greatest, but it's
yeah.
freaking phenomenal.
Yeah. It's really, really good, and I would just kind of round it out and say, like, overall how I feel about it. It's an 8. I wish I could put it higher, but that availability is really going to push it down. I'm
right there with you. I'm going to go a little higher and say 8.25, just because the flavor, the nose, I think is. You got to spend time with this one. I mean, the nose is so freaking good that I think that makes up for a little bit of the lack of availability, if that makes any sense. That's kind of two different things. But anyway, I mean, as far as the score, so yeah, I'm 8.25. I did notice that it doesn't really linger as much as I would like. It's kind of gone. It dissipates pretty quickly. Yeah, but this thing shows up at parties and it goes home. You know, that's exactly what this thing does. This is a celebration pour. I wish more of my friends were like that. I might have to cut that out. I burped a little bit. But anyway, this one shows up. It does what it needs to do. It's a celebration pour. It's a unique pour. It's something you want to have with your really close friends. You're not going to go to it every day. But for what it delivers in the glass, it does deliver that experience you're looking for. Perfectly said. Hey, if you like what you see here, not us, but the content, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash that bell. It's going to help us grow. We really appreciate it. Henry, my man, thank you for sharing this with me. Hey, thank you for having me. Absolutely. We'll see you next time. See you on the next pour.